it's still summertime. Welcome to another video. Guess what? Today we are going to be making some popsicles, and these popsicles are going to be made from fruits. Now I have some kiwi that I've already sliced and I've placed in my popsicle mold, and I have some melon here that I'm going to puree, and I also have some pineapple that I may add for a little bit of extra sweetness to my popsicle recipe. Now these are quick and easy, right? Like I said, you know, especially if you have children, you want to make sure that they are getting their fruit intake in. It is summer. Melon is really water based, so that's a good way for them to amp up the, you know, amount of water that they're taking in. So I have my Vitamix on hand, and that's what I'm going to use now to puree some melon. Easy does it. So I basically have my melon here ready, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it in the mold. All right, so now that that's done, we're just gonna fill this up, not all the way to the top because we have to leave a little bit of space. Of course, you know, when things freeze, what do? They expand. Am I right? Let's hope that I got that right. You just have to bring it to a certain level. It smells so good. That could take some more, I believe. But let's just see what's happening on the last one first. All right, so we have a little bit to kind of fill up some of these some more. I think there's a fill line on it, you know. So that's it, guys. Ooh, I made a mess on the side of this one, so I'm just gonna clean up the side here, and then I'm going to pop the lids on. Guys, so in my Vitamix now, I have the June plum, I have the pineapple, and I have a little bit of ginger. I'll be very honest with this. I just did a dash of ginger powder because I was too lazy to scrape the actual ginger, and I was also out of liquid ginger. All right, so I'm gonna now put this onto the Vitamix and puree this as well, and then simply put, just throw it in our mold. All right, so here we have our pureed mixture. Ooh, this smells so good, smells so divine. I know this is gonna be really tasty. So we're gonna go ahead now and throw this in our mold, just taking the covers off. Let's go. So this is gonna run slow, people. All right, guys, so I have placed the mixture in the mold, and of course the next step is to simply go ahead and pop the covers on. Notice I'm just using the original lids that came on this one, just to show you that either way it's fine. You know, you can substitute for the fudge stick if you'd like, or like I said, just use the original mold that came with it. Okay, so we have these two bad boys ready, and there you have it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these in the refrigerator. So we have our I'm gonna call this one June Plum Delight, and we have our watermelon kiwi popsicles. Can't wait for these to freeze up. So this is gonna be placed in the refrigerator for a period of about 3 hours so that it will get rock solid, and then of course it is ready to consume. I'll wait for the finished product, and then I will be sure to show you. All right, guys, so we're about to make the chocolate fudge. Okay, so of course you know that a fudge is mainly, well, it depends on where you're from. In America they'd probably tell you that a fudge has strictly that, fudge, you know, pure chocolate. But for us in Jamaica, when we talk about fudge, it means that we're going to be making a dairy type of popsicle. It's creamy, okay, unlike the regular popsicle, which is just ice based. Or my alternative today, of course, will be made from almond milk, and I'm using the Member Selection brand. For you see this, you know, says Price Smart. You can choose whichever almond milk that you like, or you could go with a dairy option of whichever dairy product that you like. And I'm using, this is what is key, read this, 100% organic cocoa powder. okay? This one is made in Jamaica from Mount Pleasant Chocolatiers. So this is good. And guess what else I'm going to be going in with? Some Charles chocolate. And I'm using milk chocolate. Notice no nuts is added to this package. Now you could purchase natural chocolate if you'd like, but for me it's a matter of using what is available, what is here in the house, just to create this thing. Remember, you know, summertime and you're doing the do, use the things that are already in your house. You don't have to spend excess money to get all of these lovely niceness going. All right, so step one, I'm just gonna go ahead now and make my chocolate base. All right, so I have a little saucepan here on my stovetop and I have added the almond milk to it. I am now going to add a little bit, probably like a tablespoon, because you want this to be really and truly rich. Okay, that's the order of the day. So I'm gonna add, look, ooh, that amount of cocoa powder to it, and you just want to get this nice and warm, right? And as soon as I do this, this is what I'm going to be doing, whisking away. All right, notice it's heating up already. That's going quickly. So I want to whisk this, make sure that everything comes together nicely. It's going to be incorporated. You should smell this, guys. Natural cocoa powder. Smells really good. So let's look at the color. Doesn't look as dark as I want it to be. So for that reason, I'm just going to add a tad bit more cocoa powder to this. But you know, we really don't have to worry about it too much either, because you know, I'm going to be melting down that chocolate. All right, so I've added some more. This should make it a little bit richer. You just want to whisk this. All right, so to a bowl, I have broken up our Charles milk chocolate. Remember, this one has no nuts. Nuts will be optional. I'm also now going to go ahead and strain our chocolate mixture right over this. All right, so I can just rest my strainer here. That's okay if it touches for now. I'm not using the tripod, guys. It's a little bit odd for me to operate camera and actually do the do at the same time, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I want to strain this off, because you know what, we want it to be as smooth as possible, and any grains that are left behind, we'll just do that, be left behind. All right, so see, this is what we never wanted in the mixture, because we want it to be smooth. It is still warm. And put this to the side, and we're gonna leave this here so that it will melt. Look at all this goodness, rich chocolate action that is about to unfold here. Now, once the chocolate is fully melted and nicely incorporated, we're going to add it to our mold. Now I'm going to be making 4 full chocolate fudge, and then I'm going to be making some with a mixture. You know, strawberries and chocolate go really well together. So I'm going to be making a strawberry chocolate fudge as well. So I will show you how I will get that done. I may do it as a swirl, as well as I might do it as half and half. I'll decide. All right, so stay tuned, guys. So I was playing around with what my second flavor was going to be, and then I decided I'm going to make a banana split. So I have some strawberry, and I do have a little bit of yogurt here and some actual bananas that I'm going to be putting in the Vitamix, pulsing it a little bit, and that is going to form the base of some of the popsicles that I have. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drench a half of this in some chocolate. So I've changed my mind in terms of how I'm going to do it with this chocolate mixture for probably 2 or 3, okay? I'm going to drench it in some chocolate, and because I do have a Snicker bar, I think that's what I'm going to do. Melt down that Snicker bar, dip it in that Snicker bar, and maybe I'll add some nuts to the tip, or some coconut, or maybe I'll add some shredded coconut. That would be nice. Or maybe I'll add some nuts. Just wait for it, guys. I am just going crazy. I'm going wild with all of my creations right now, and of course you are getting this live, so I'm just gonna pulse this up real quickly. All right, guys, so I've gone in now with the banana and strawberry flavor here. What I'm gonna be doing for these 3 is, once it's done, I'm going to be putting this in the Snicker bar, and then probably just put a little bit of decoration at the end, maybe some nuts or some chocolate sprinkle, because I do have that. That should be nice. That should be dope. For this one, I'm just gonna go in and, you know, this end one here, let it turn out to be whatever it is, because I'm not gonna add a little bit of the chocolate mixture to this. It might come out as a swirl. Let's see how it will go, because I'm not gonna freeze it first before adding it. I'm just gonna spoon in a little bit of the chocolate syrup, okay? I want to do this. I don't want anything to be wasted here because this is good chocolate. I'm just gonna spoon it in. Can I do that without? Ooh. I think this might end up being a swirl, but I'm not mixing it around, so I'm just spooning it in as best as possible. Spooning in. All right. It might turn out to be a swirl, and that's okay. Now, if you hear any noise in the background, that happens to be some fam bam because, you know, they're discussing the Olympics. Granted, you're going to see this video probably after the Olympics, but this is the drama in my household now. Family here gathered to see the Olympics, and they're, you know, doing their little analysis as they're going ahead, right? So there you have it. If you notice, you will see on top that there's some chocolate right there, and then the strawberries down the bottom. That's okay. We're going to let it remain that way. Alright guys, so I have my little funnel now in place, you know, because it's not like I don't have the tools. I do have the tools. Why not use the tools? You know, as Jamaicans, and we are cook and we are do things, everything is a shortcut, right? Because we skill like that. We don't use measurement, we don't use instrument, we just boom bang, connect, right? Anyway, so let's go. I'm gonna be throwing now the chocolate mixture in my funnel. I got a little help because I got somebody to hold this for me. And shake it the door. Alright, so just gonna be filling these. All right, it is now at the top. Gonna move our funnel over. We got a little bit of spill, which is fine because we can always wipe that up. Me no want none of this waste, you know, people, because rich, good cocoa, good chocolate, this, you know. Don't want none of this to spill, you know. So this is what it looks like, you know. If I actually wanted to be creative, what I could do, as I tell you, everything I do it as I go along. Since I want to be creative, one of the things I could do now is to break up some nuts, like some pecan, and just drop in maybe 1 or 2 of these, and then I will do the drip on the other one. All right, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Just drop some nuts in this. 1 pecans. There we go. We have some pecans, and I've just basically broken this into smaller pieces using the jar itself to beat on the countertop, right? So I'm gonna take my hand and I'm just gonna drop it in anywhere it form. If it goes all the way to the bottom, that's fine. If it doesn't go to the bottom, that's also fine. It's just a taste of pecan, okay? All right, so since I have more, I guess I'll just drop them in there, and I think I can use like a toothpick. I do have a toothpick. I can use a toothpick to mix it around if I want, so that there is more nut flavor in every bite. I'm gonna show you that shortly. Just get creative with it. Now, if you have children in your household, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get them involved in the activities that's taking place in your kitchen. All right, little children would love this. So I have a very long toothpick here. I'm just gonna go ahead, right, and push these down. I don't think it's gonna go that far, but I just want it to be, you know, somewhere in there. So maybe it will come as a surprise, because naturally the first bite at the bottom, it will not be there because these are actually at the top, unless of course I'm pushing it down. All right, so if not, it just comes as a surprise. While you're eating, you get to a certain stage and it's like, boom, there you have it, some pecans. Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan?
P-E-C-A-N.
Yeah, but if you're there foreign, them say pecans. You know, I'm going to New Orleans. They say pecans. Pecans is what we use to make the pralines or the pralines, okay? But anyway, guys, this is it. I'm going to have to clean up again. I just clean up the side of the molds, you know. I'm going to clean up again. All right, so I'm just putting it in 2. Those will be, the surprise too. Tastes so good. Of course, you don't know some of those lick off the toothpick, right? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna clean the sides, and then I am going to go ahead and pop this in the refrigerator. I cannot wait to show you guys the finished product. I'm excited. Wait for it, guys. Wait for it. Melon, kiwi. Look at that. Look at the kiwi just right there in the melon. Summer just got lit. Part 2. No, trust me, the fact that the day is so hot, this is the perfect treat. And again, it's all natural, no added sugar, just the fruits. The children will love this. All right, so we have the finished product. Of course, if it's in your freezer, and it's hard to come up, you just want to wet the bottom a little bit with some water, and then just basically do this. Voila, look what we have here. Nice popsicle. This is our June plum surprise. Is that what we're gonna plan on calling it? June plum, no, June plum delight I said it would be called. So this is a June plum delight, guys. Watch goodness. Yes, summer just got lit. Alright guys, so we have one of the watermelon and kiwi, and we also have one of the fudge. This one is not finished because I'm just gonna dress it up now with a little bit of melted chocolate. I think that's where I'm gonna go.